What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Thoughts and Shots. I am Devin. I am the drinker. And does this feel like deja vu to you? It shouldn't, because we're doing this in a whole new way, baby.
Yeah.
Anus.
Yes, as you can actually see, you can see us this time.
You can see us.
This is going to be our first video podcast that we're going to be posting up on YouTube, as well as our first episode with us joining over on the Weekly Geekly feed as well. So just a whole bunch of new shit that we're going on in that, as well as, I guess technically, since only me and Cecil know about the pilot of what was going to be this format last week, and let's just say, just be glad you're listening this week. Because
they call things dumpster fires for a reason.
Yeah, we got quite a little
And they call cum dumpsters for a reason.
We got quite a little doozy of a cast and movie for you. So joining this week we have Zyber, which I keep getting the schedule mixed up on when he's going to be here, but I mean it's pretty much
just shows up.
And I told him I never updated him on the movie because I thought he was going to be gone. So luckily he just knows of it.
Yeah.
We also have our already choostered Cecil down there in the corner.
Chooster.
Now, I would like to point out that I may be choofed, but I still have my cognitive abilities.
He may be truth, but he hasn't been boofed yet.
He has things now to do that exact thing. And then we also have some familiar faces of the show, but this time you get to see their faces. It's Dustin and Kevin from Horror, Flix, and Music Mix Podcast.
Hello, well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is a great one to have because we're doing the 1997 direct-to-video horror comedy directed by Michael Cooney, Jack Frost. We have not actually talked about this movie since episode 48 that I did with Nate Misek from High Card Killer. And, of course, it's starring Shannon Elizabeth of Scary Movie and Gary McDonald as our beloved snowman, Jack Frost. But I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself because I don't want to give any shit away. A little bit later in the episode, we'll tell you about all our sponsors, Dubby, the merch store, as well as the Patreon for the Weekly Geekly, and Voodoo's Odd Shop in 1320 South Martha Street in Omaha, Nebraska for all your weird shit. But we got the first thing that we're going to do here, which is the new thing that we're calling the pregame, which is we all, instead of riffing over the movie like we would usually, are now going to be kind of giving you our jokes and our riffs as we talk about the movie. And we've all watched it separately, so going into this movie, what was everyone's experience with the movie? Because I know we have a variety of ones. Well, I know we had one virgin, and then the rest were experienced from what I remember.
Kevin,
Should I start since I'm the virgin here?
Yeah, losing your virginity.
Kevin, if you want to take your virginity.
Oh, indeed, I will. So it goes back to the Hollywood video days. Every time I went to the horror section, I kept seeing the box art for this, Jack Frost, and I was like, even when I was like 10, I'm like, this looks so dumb. And I just would skip it every time. And I kept seeing it. I just always knew about it in the back of my mind and never saw it, never went on to seeing it. And I literally just saw it last week for the first time. And I'm like, I see what I've been missing now.
Have you?
I mean, I guess the box art is misleading because I was like, oh, it's going to be like a zombified, like Jack Frost. It completely went out left field.
If you've ever seen Leprechaun, the
Oh,
box art in this is same movie.
It really is, though. I mean, it's the same experience for me, but because like I feel like I'm on the other end of the spectrum where Jack Frost is actually now like a holiday tradition for myself. I have to watch Jack Frost at some point during the holiday season. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel right. I kind of put it in the same...
just like you have to watch Debbie Does Dallas anytime we travel.
Yeah.
That's me, Zyber. That's me.
Wrong person. No, I'd put it in the same vein of like Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Christmas Evil. Those ones that, when it comes to the holidays, if you're gonna do and Black Christmas, you can't forget Black Christmas.
Oh, Black Christmas.
Why's it got to be black?
Why not?
One.
But yeah, it was the same thing. It was funny that you brought up the cover thing because I still remember doing the exact same thing where I would also go into like Hollywood videos and like I would see it and I'd always want to get it. But I think the first time I ever actually saw the movie, I'm pretty sure was on Sci-Fi, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
When it was still Sci-Fi, not SYFY, you fucking posers. No, the days when they would fucking play Mystery Science Theater at midnight.
Yep.
And just like,
Yeah.
and also the uncensored movies at midnight. Like,
Mhm.
that was the good old days. What about you, Cecil? What was your experience of Jack Frost going into this?
Well, you see, I got to see it when I was at a ripe old age.
Which
no, I was
is?
actually no, I think I saw it when I was in I think it was in high school when I saw it. And I remember because the person that I was with did not like to watch horror movies. So I sent him to go see it with another friend. And we drove there, and I remember we saw it. God, I'm trying to remember if it was opening weekend or the weekend after opening weekend. But we ended up seeing it. Only thing that I didn't know is that this person whom I always thought was a friend
Yeah.
didn't quite think we were friends.
Oh.
And went to go watch the movie, had a great time, laughing our balls off. And then things took a little bit of a weird turn, and I went,
Friend
kind of
zone,
seeing
not the
somebody.
wazoo.
Really sorry.
Nope.
Like you a lot, but not that. So, yeah.
Denied.
Sorry.
No Cecil's allowed.
No icicle
Yeah.
for you.
But I remember seeing the movie when back before I saw it. I always remember looking at the box art. Or sorry, after it came out, I remember looking at the box art and looking at it going, oh, that's really cool. It's got like a hologram to it because it was back on VHS.
True.
Yeah.
And it had this hologram to it where it was like from one angle you look at it, it was a snowman. And then the opposite
The
angle you look at it,
teeth.
it's got like the teeth and stuff. And I'm
Ah.
like,
everything.
Yeah.
That's
like,
what I
oh
remember.
man, that looks so cool. And I was like, that's a real like the movie was meh because I honestly when I saw it I was like, yeah, it's a meh movie. But now that I've learned way more about it, which we're about to talk about later,
Yes.
it makes sense of why it was a meh movie.
Well, that's the thing is like I feel like one of the parts of the thing about enjoying Jack Frost is just knowing the fact that it's like this is a cheesy kind of schlocky picture, but it's just so much fun
Yeah.
because of it at the same time because they have a fun time of delivering the cheesiness. And I actually have to say for a movie like Anyone Going In Blind, the kills are pretty fucking brutal, but I'm not going to get too deep into those because we're going to be getting into that in the happy hour. Zyber, what was
Dude.
oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, dude, did you know like the budget for this movie was literally the equivalent of the catering budget for other movies?
Wait,
Like they literally
Yeah.
had no budget for this movie. Like
what was
if
the
you
actual
noticed-
budget?
I actually could not find it, but all I could
That's
find
probably for a reason.
was Michael.
I know.
Michael, what was his name? Michael Clooney.
Michael Cooney.
Michael Cooney,
Cooney?
yeah.
Eaton.
There was an interview with him,
Wrong
and
one.
he
in the other one.
he
He's in the other one.
described the budget being equivalent to other movies he's been on catering budget, and I was like,
Wow.
that's not a lot. Even like the opening scene, which we're going to talk about, where the opening credits happen.
Mhm.
You notice how that's just a really bad camera on a frigging like fake tree with hand painted credit rolls on it. Like that's all it was.
It's
Mhm.
we'll say well that's actually funny because we're going to be talking more about that in the next little bit too, but we'll say we'll get to that part real quick. All we got to figure out is Zaber, how deep have you been in this movie before?
I was about 3 fingers deep when I first saw this movie. That's because when I saw it,
Is Netflix
I was a
and chill?
horny teenager of the ripe
Ah.
age of 17 and took my girlfriend at the time to see it. And we just made out and basically had sex in the theater.
And he lost his
Oh.
class ring at the same time.
Yep, exactly. I actually did.
See, you guys are talking about theatrical release, but I read everywhere that it was a direct-to-video release.
Oh no, this came out.
No,
in
it
theaters.
Was
It
it
was
like
in
a
the
limited
movies.
viewing type thing?
It might have been.
yeah.
I don't know. I remember seeing
Because I
this
feel
movie
like
in
there'd
the
be
theaters.
some.
Yep.
Maybe it was.
It was
Well-
it played at Hoyt's Cinema.
Ooh, going down to locations and shit. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
I know.
And
I was
that-
fucking 6 when it came out.
I say. Fuck, how old would I have been? Because it was 97?
I would have been 5.
5, yep. Well, I mean, I guess the only way is that we've already been talking enough about it. I
Oh,
think
and it was $500,000 for this movie.
$500,000?
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
To make it, or is that how much they made?
That's how much it was around $500,000 to make this movie.
Well, I think after finding out that amount and what came of it, I think there's only one rightful thing to do. Let's take time to take a shot and let's talk about it.
Yes.
Down the hatch.
Three fingers, boys.
Welcome to happy
fingies.
hour.
Welcome to the peppermint snap.
Ooh, that's good shit.
Ooh, that, oh my esophagus.
All right. Well,
Why?
as we go into happy hour, there's only one way that we can rightfully start, and we got to talk about that story time and the Christmas tree intro sequence of this movie. I love it so fucking much.
Oh,
That girl's voice, though, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
the kids.
Oh
Like,
God, yeah, the whininess.
I'm pretty sure it's a woman they put in like a voice box or some shit. Yeah, it was.
Fucking Christ.
It sounded like one of the Rugrats voice actors just with a gun to their head, like just sitting there, just being like, "Say the scary story." I don't care.
It sounded like they had nipple clamps on her and were pumping her simultaneously.
Oh
That's the
my
voice that came to mind.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
they were pumping her in both
Yeah.
holes.
both of
Man,
the
I'm
voices,
gonna wonder
it
how-
sounds
I'm
like-
glad they didn't
just like
specify the
something with-
age of this girl, because then that would be a problem.
It sounds like something you'd hear on South Park or something.
That
I mean, it was
definitely-
1997. Was it
Whoa
really
there,
a problem?
children.
Well,
What?
you also have to think about how timely it is too, because when Kill Whitney Dead came out with their Stocking Stuffer EP, they have an entire intro for one of their tracks that is the story time sequence, which you also just gotta think,
What?
how is it such a good fucking way to go into that movie, where it's just like, oh, it's gonna be just a nice little fairy tale, and then this dude just goes off.
This British grandfather gives no fucks. Like, I was bad. It's like, yeah, get to go and kill others. And it's like,
It's Mr. Bean after like a pint of Jameson. And like,
So, do you know who the narrator is in this
who
first
is
scene?
the narrator?
It's Michael Cooney.
ah,
Really?
It's Michael Cooney.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he also directed. He wrote this film and directed it. And his
and the
reasoning
second
why,
one, right?
Yeah, and the reasoning why he directed it is because they couldn't afford a director.
Yeah.
That
Used to
sounds
that,
familiar.
yeah.
The movie fell on such hard times. It was projected to originally be a $30 million movie.
Dang.
No shit.
Yeah. And
Wonder
it
how
ended
that
up
would've
being
gone.
a $500,000 movie.
That's from the background.
Yeah, they literally couldn't even afford to pay Shannon Elizabeth to show her tits on screen.
To do Letterboxd.
We'll say it's you got to think about the fact too that they're probably sitting there with that fucking snowballs joke that they threw in there for fucking what, $50 of writing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
of course.
and I just think it's absolutely hilarious. The image you have up right now, the fucking cotton balls glued to her arm.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
The image of that's fucking gold.
Wow.
That does not look like cotton. That looks like shaving cream, if anything.
Yeah, it's something.
But it's just like, I love that in a
Cock
way
and
that
balls.
the story time kind of went like so many different directions, because at one point it was like the story of Jack Frost as like the killer, but then it just goes into some weird Sweeney Todd putting body
Right.
parts in pie bullshit. I mean,
And
I
feeds
love
into
it
their,
though.
Grandpa.
And yeah, the instant backpedal of being like, I'm not sure about this anymore.
And the
Right.
fucking antifreeze soak job.
Oh my god,
Antifreeze,
yeah,
the,
that
the antifreeze baptism.
see that
Ah.
actually leads so perfectly into one of the questions I was going to ask. So our Jack Frost that we obviously meet shortly after the story time sequence, we have to ask the true question: is he better looking as Jack Frost the human or Jack Frost the snowman?
I wrote Snowman.
Snowman.
Oh, Snowman.
Dude's
Like,
ugly as fuck.
yeah, and those
I-
teeth, they're like sharpened too. Did you notice? Like,
He's like,
these are fucking sharp.
I'm Jack Frost.
I couldn't get over the friggin' staircase scene at the courtroom
Oh my
where the
god!
friggin' scar on his lip kept hanging off. Like, that's all I see. When I see his face, all I see is that friggin' bad scar that's literally peeling
Uh-huh.
off of his lip, and it's like waving at you as he's screaming.
I'll find a way.
I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill your
Dude,
whole
Yeah,
family!
he's just ripping off of fucking Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah.
Well, and then also just think about the fact that it's like, I would honestly call fucking Jack Frost as a human like 2 steps away from Gary Busey. Like, if you
Yeah,
be honest
they're
with
talking
you,
about buttered sausage.
To be honest with you, I really thought Gary Busey was in this, but that's the Gingerbread
Gingerbread.
Man.
Yeah,
that's
the
different.
Gingerbread
Okay,
Man.
Well,
a different
also
holiday
bad.
special.
Well, and also the same thing where that sequence when they're in the back of the two vehicles and how they just slowly come together and all of a sudden it's just ding and it's like
Yeah.
oh boy and then just starts spinning
Right, and then like
cameras.
spitting. Like, yeah.
I like
Scooby-Doo
it's
shit.
so goofy. It's so goofy, but I love it so much because he's just staring at the camera, just having his Jack Nicholson fucking moment of ah ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
And then he flies out the fucking door like the ragdoll that he is, but it almost seems like he was like pushed by the director. Like Michael Cooney's like, I already don't like you. Get out. Like,
I think the entire budget was that scene with him transforming, which I actually thought was pretty well done. You know,
Yeah.
like his skin melting off and like the fucking that shit was really cool. And I was
Well-
like, that's good props for that.
well, yeah.
The lead up to it though of this is gonna hurt. It's like
Yeah,
okay.
it's like,
So,
That was the same
so
thing.
you
with
don't
Dustin,
reckon we
too.
keep her up for the full 12 days of Christmas then?
Well, and I mean, it's the same thing where, like, I love how they decided to do that lovely scene where you could tell it's very clearly like a human hand under some fake snow, just trying to make it look like
Yeah.
it's bubbling up together, but it's still like sitting there in the same case, just being like. And then how it just all of a sudden it's like, and now I'm a corporeal form. Here we go. Like,
Yeah, I'm not even
Well-
Dr. Manhattaning this. I don't have to think about how to make myself come together. I just
Well,
come
come
together.
on. They did the same thing in Spider-Man with Sandman.
that's
Oh,
true.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is true. Well, and then we get introduced into the town that our lovely story takes place in Snowminton. They really had to take it home on that one, didn't they? Like,
Yeah.
what the-
Yeah, they used all their power to think that one through.
I like
Wilmington, Colorado.
it. Literally, like the vibe of the town gives me like "Welcome to Mooseport," Eight Crazy Nights, and
And Twin Peaks. A little bit.
a little bit Freaks and Geeks too. And then for some odd reason, just like a hint of Gilmore Girls.
Absolutely.
Well, because it's just like one of those ones where everyone in there, the place really looks like it should just be somewhere in the upper Midwest, like Minnesota or Wisconsin. Because you look around at everyone, for every Bob you see in this movie, you could just sit there or Jufro that they kind of have going a lot too, like the secretary at the police station. And the one that she
yeah.
makes it seem like she does so much to her shit, sitting there spraying hairspray
Yeah.
all up in her fucking business, being like, "It takes time to get people to stop and stare." Click. Like,
There's so many one-liners.
Sathy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There's
whole
a lot
movie.
of nice one-liner back and forth, like the one between Deputy Frost
oh my
and
god.
Deputy Pullman,
Yes.
where Frost is like, "What the hell's eating them?" And Pullman's like, "I bet you it ain't his girlfriend."
Yeah. It's like, whoa, zing.
I would
I
say,
asked you for a smoke.
see, my favorite one that I love those. It was Kevin, I think, posted it earlier in the group chat that we were in leading up to this, and he just posted, "Look, Ma, I'm a Picasso." I was like, I get it's like a directly leading into like Toy Story, but it's such a funny fucking line just because he comes back out looking fucked up as fuck. Cecil, you got a favorite one-liner in this joke so far?
Yeah, dude. But like
Or this
literally,
joke of a movie,
there was,
I guess.
I was gonna say, so the one I'm wondering, I asked you for a smoke. I'm like, oh man, that's pretty lame.
That's
That's like
a stretch.
like dad joke one liner right from there. But when
Right.
he said the catcher mitt killer, when they were talking about how he killed the first dude, like yeah, big glove. He's like, great catcher mitt killer. That's all I need.
Well, or the like doctor explaining anything, especially during the first death of
Right.
the movie, where the old man sitting in there, it's like somebody took a soft thing
Really strange.
and tried to hit him really fast, and I'm just sitting there, and he's just looking at him like, get him back in the home, like,
And the dude
Yeah.
stood up and got, that's a penis.
oh,
My favorite is so the guy that first sees Jack Frost after he kills, I think it's Sally, and is hanging her up the
yeah.
tree, and he runs out and he starts beating up all the snowmen, and he just says, "Fucker's a snowman." It's like, what? That's the way he said it. I was dying
his
laughing.
face that they
"Fucker's a
decided to
snowman."
use on that too, like he hits the head and fucker's a snowman, and just
Right.
he might as well just be like Billy Mays, just sitting there like, bam, OxyClean, like.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Punches another fucking snowman. It's like, don't worry, I can fix it with flex tape. Like,
Flex seal.
flex glue. I've been snorting this backstage for an hour.
At least Ron Paul Peel didn't come out and be like, I can slap chop Frosty to death.
Oh my god! Or the whitest kids you know skit of the fucking the jizz rag that they fucking come out. I can't even remember what.
Oh yeah, the cummy.
The cummy, yeah.
Cummy.
Well, okay, so talking about dad jokes and one-liner, I always have to think.
I got one here.
Oh,
real
do you
quick.
got one too?
I had to write it
Oh,
down.
I got
It was in the opening scene when he's in the cop car, you know, and they're transferring him, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "Hey, you got a cigarette?" And the cop lights it up, and he goes, filtered." It's like, what the
like it just
fuck?
says random shit, or he'll be like, ask you for a smoke, or
Yeah.
at one point
Well,
he's like,
the
like, what is it
funny,
like to be dead? It feels cold.
The funny thing with the filtered comment is when he gets to jail, it's filterless Pall Malls.
Oh, fun
So-
fact.
Wow, continuity.
Wow.
Golf clap for that. Golf clap for that.
Or like when you see the antifreeze next to the special.
Okay.
Special.
We're gonna have to.
We'll get to that, I
We're gonna
bet.
have to talk a little bit more about the special, but I think before this, just because I know that we all gotta have one in the fucking arsenal. I want to hear if they could, if we four could, well, I guess five, since I always got to remember there's two in Dustin's area. What would be your dad joke or one-liner that you would write for this movie? Like a dad joke or one-liner that you would write for this movie. I know that one of you guys has something. Well, mainly because I know Cecil and Zyber always got one always at the ready. I think Cecil's got his first.
I got one.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
And this immediately
go.
makes me think of Shannon Elizabeth and how she acted this entire movie.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
You ever realize that Hoey women in Walmart are almost the exact same? Because at 4 a.m., when you're inside one, you're thinking, God damn, I'm glad these things exist.
Oh my god. That's a hell of a one-liner.
Hey, you said dad joke.
Dad joke works too.
That's
Somebody else got one? I'm still coming
I
up
got
with
one. Yep.
All right.
Wait, there's carrots in this, right?
Carrots.
Yep.
Oh.
What do you call a? Sorry.
Oh god, here it goes.
What do you call an angry carrot?
What?
A steamed vegetable. Hey.
Oh,
God.
this carrot's feeling hot and bothered.
Right. There you go. Oh.
Cyber, you gotta have something in the arsenal.
Yep. Hey Jill, you really know how to hotbox this cold cock.
Yeah.
Which, going back to what we were talking about. All right, of everyone here, who would eat? Well, not knowing what you know later in the movie, would you have eaten special when the kid had presented it to you? Would you actually have eaten the special?
No.
Well, I listed the ingredients I saw: marshmallows, Oreos, cookie dough, oats, fudge.
Rat poison.
I mean, I would.
Refill.
I'd give it a go.
Aw, that's called romance, and she could actually be seen on YouTube doing that now. Haha.
I'm glad
And
she had her shirt
also,
on.
your special it comes to
Reminder that it is for YouTube, so keep that.
the special comes with disembodied voices of disappointed children. So I'd give it a go.
What is a special made by fucking
What?
Pennywise?
Well, no, you remember when he's about to throw
That's
away? He's
just
like,
a lead up to
Dad.
jerking off into a pool of orphans' tears.
Oh,
Oh my god.
That's a whole
I
bunch
s-
of kids you don't have to claim.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh.
that
I said it 'cause
unclaimed
the
tax
sheriff-
money.
He's gonna throw it away, and he hears a voice.
A lot
that
of
says,
inner city
Dad,
dads avoiding
I
child
made
care.
that for you. Don't throw it away. Remember?
Yeah.
That was so,
That
so
doesn't-
random. I'm like, why?
You just take it out.
Because he was having a memory of his child saying, "Don't throw
Yeah.
this away," because I've found everything else I've given to you in the garbage. Just even those
Right.
pictures I made for you that you said went up on the fridge.
I just thought of the worst
God.
one-liner that could have ever happened
Oh,
after
no.
the thought of the the jerking off, and it was just like I'm picturing Hermes from Futurama, but instead of my man, which just my dependence. My
Love
tax money. Just looking down in the pool.
No. Hold on. You got to get it right. My tax exemption.
Oh.
Well,
Ouch.
God
That was
damn.
a low blow.
Well, and then, I mean, even going into the dad jokes and one-liners, the other part that they hit in this movie really hard, I was almost surprised with the level that they did, is the level of Christmas puns they tried to throw in here.
Yes.
But that little shit in the back when he's listing all these things going and just he says, "Oh, this is my opportunity," and a partridge in a pear tree. And he's like, "Very good." I was like, if that was me, I would have slugged
Funny thing
that
about
kid in
that
the face.
song, the 12 Days of Christmas, it's all about birds.
Yeah. Holy shit.
It's all about birds.
a lot of
about
them are
the
about
rings?
birds.
They're
ring.
birds.
What about that
Everything in
bass?
song
About
is
that
about
bass?
birds.
Do not.
5 golden cock rings. Oh my god, that's 10 times worse. But I guess what I want to ask is, in terms of the Christmas puns, dad jokes, and one-liners, do we think that this is a movie that tries to overuse them, or do we think this is one that it's kind of done in a tasteful amount?
I feel like
It's far from tasteful.
yeah.
Well, some of them are just random.
Most
like-
of it's one-liners.
Yeah.
It's not like there's no thought put into
And
it.
the puns don't go, like the one-liners don't always go with what's going on. So, for example, in one part, he's going into the house, killing the boyfriend. And it's that right before they says, "Don't eat yellow snow." I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no piss anywhere. What? I don't understand what that's
Maybe in his
reference
pants,
to.
but that's probably the worst of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like
The
some
way-
of them are good, some of them
The
aren't.
way
Some-
that I see this movie is well, we already got everybody here. We don't have the budget we wanted, but we got everybody here. Might as well make it.
That's pretty much how it feels
Pretty
like.
much, yeah.
So much
Yeah,
like-
we already paid for the hot stone chick to be here for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So come on, let's do something.
Well, and
Right.
then you also go into
Make this movie or make a porn. Either way, it's getting shot.
the way that I want to talk one thing is all the like little side family stories that you get involved in with this movie, where you got the poor wife that's just trying to like just keep any form of balance of normalcy, and the husband that's just like basically might as well just be like, "One of these days, Edith." Like,
Poor
Fucking
Sally.
Archie bunker her in the face.
yeah, he would definitely pull an Archie in 2 seconds, and that is what his character trait definitely gives off. Or well, and it's so funny that they're like a satanic panic style family too, if you think about it, because of don't take God's name in vain, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? Hit your wife, then your daughter? Like, what the hell?
All right.
I mean, those
Yeah.
were actually families back in the 80s
Yeah.
and 90s. Like there were
I mean, yeah.
like that was a
Yep.
real representation of life. There were people who were extremely religious and would say, can't say the Lord's name in vain and all that jazz.
And historically,
Yeah.
historically, Snowmanton is very Lutheran, so it makes sense.
Wait,
Someone's in an actual place. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm making shit up.
I was gonna say I could
history.
tell by
I
how he
believe
looked
you.
over like this. I was like, whoa.
He's just
I
like,
was like, that's
"Huh?"
bullshit.
And here I was going to correct you and say that it's Episcopalian.
I was gonna say
Oh.
Mormon.
I was going with the Evangelican.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
I was just thinking
Angelican.
it was snowman.
Well, it's Methodist.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say
Method
they're
Man?
actually Jehovah's Witnesses.
They're Orthodox Jews.
Oh, did you know
Fine.
that like
Mazel
if you hate someone enough, you can go on to Jehovah's Witness
Oh,
and send a Jehovah Witness to that person you hate?
Why are we
Or
gonna
just
tell
wanna
people
fuck
that we're going
with?
to be drinking this idea? This is not a good idea. This is going to.
Skull.
It's going to be.
And I have
You can
Devin's
literally go
address.
to their website, pop in their address, and send a Jehovah Witness.
Send them on down.
Send 'em on,
Come on
man.
down. We'll hang
And
out.
I-
We'll talk about it.
I have Devin's
And then I'll just
address.
still-
So do I.
All right.
Here's the best part. It's an apartment, so I'd have to let them in.
They still gotta get to the door though to figure out who the hell it is.
Well, the thing is, they don't know how to do any of my doors, and neither do you. So, ha.
Well, I don't even know how to do it. I just gotta buzz you.
Cheers.
Skull.
Cheers
Cheers.
and over here.
Oh yeah. Cheers, real quick. Take a little drink break.
Cheers.
But before I think we go ahead and talk about what I think is the bread and butter of this movie,
Yeah.
them glorious, glorious kills.
Mm.
There
Oh, I
is
thought you were gonna say
Mm.
titties.
so many good ones. to choose from.
There
No titties.
was there any?
No, That's
No.
the most you see
I
right
was gonna
there. on
say,
the
That,
screen.
that,
Half
that
a
was
bottom.
big at the movie
So
Oh, I see.
so I want to
because
hear.
you didn't get to see Nadia's knockers
Yeah,
before
I was
you
like,
saw Nadia's knockers.
Yeah, that's one
Well,
thing.
these are pre-boob job Nadia
right,
knockers.
exactly.
Well,
Mhm,
see, this is
naughty
what I want to
knockers.
say. One thing about this movie is fuck you. You had the perfect opportunity to fucking make that scene the best thing ever, fucking borderline Nightmare on Elm Street shit. But no, you had to go like, no, this might be simulcast on TV. Can't show the titties. Like,
I mean,
dumbest shit ever.
they were already at Cineporn anyway, so I mean,
Right.
they could have just kept going.
Well, yeah, you're getting smashed by a snowman in a bathtub. That sounds like about 15 different categories on why is that shit popping up on my screen? Get off my screen, Steam notifications.
Yeah, I mean that's a
That's its
Saturday
own.
night for me.
That's its own category on YouPorn.
I mean, like
Those are the
Right?
categories popping up on my screen at that exact moment.
The
like we were talking
subreddit
about
banged by
earlier,
snowman.
It doesn't even, like I wouldn't have guessed that he
Rule
actually raped her.
34, banged by
You know what I mean?
snowman.
He just keeps beating her head into the wall. I thought that's what he was
Yeah.
doing until he was like, "Oh, I had a good time." I was like,
And
"Whoa,
they-
whoa,
they missed a perfect opportunity to play a certain rock song during that scene. Bang your head.
Oh my god.
They should have. They
They
fucked
should
up.
have. It probably would have tripled their budget to license
Right?
that.
Oh
song,
yeah,
but-
get the rights to Quiet Riot. Yeah.
Well,
that'd be-
I'd see. I want to go around. So I want to go around the group since we already started talking about some of them. What is everyone's like? I guess favorite kill from
Christmas
the movie?
tree
That is a pretty efficient fucking kill.
With the-
I like the sled.
with the ornaments and everything. I was like, "God damn!"
I like the
Billy.
sled. I like sled.
Billy,
the sled.
hands down.
Oh,
Yep,
Billy.
I agree. The sled. Yeah, the sled. Billy.
Because like it just love how
Well,
it's just like
Because of
face.
his head just fucking flies
Can-
off.
And then he literally
Considering
just clotheslines
that I
the
didn't get to rewatch the movie, and the only one that's in my head right now is "Bang Your Head," so that's what I'm going with.
yeah.
I'm a degenerate pervert anyway, so
I'm stuck
not wearing
between.
pants.
I'm stuck between the beheading toboggan and
That's-
the
yep.
ice. And the icicle through the head was pretty sweet because,
That
like, you're seeing the
was.
brain matter come out, and then it was like, oh, it.
A
that looked pretty
heartbeat.
cool,
That's
too.
the thing that
Yeah.
took it off for me because I was like, why is there a heartbeat?
I know. I'm like, is his brain? But it looked. It looked.
It looked
grody.
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
and I feel like we'd probably be at a. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and guess we'd probably be at the unanimous decision of this. Christmas Tree is the most senseless, brutal murder of the movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
it's
Oh yeah. Hands
totally-
down.
Yes.
However, because we have
Ridiculous.
music lads on here, the fucking soundtrack during the Christmas tree death is the funniest fucking choice they could have ever fucking made.
Well, it's essentially all these Christmas tunes, but like minor key.
Or
Yeah.
in like being
Yeah.
played as
Yeah.
if it was in the second movie, funny enough, which is because like she's getting murked and it's like the background of like almost like what you would hear in like a porn for some reason, where it's like fucking slide guitar, like fucking ukulele shit in the fucking background while she's getting her head smashed in a box of goddamn ornaments. And then
But
literally
she
just
took that one in the
plasma.
mouth, like just took it.
Yeah. Oh,
So
Oh,
what
yeah.
are you saying, Devin? It just sounds a lot like thriller porn.
Well, and then you got the best part of all, where the religious family gets the mom put on the tree, where it's just like arms out and tilt to the side.
uh-huh.
I loved how they were.
Do we leave her up there
scientifically-
for the full 12 days of Christmas?
I love how they were
say
scientifically
that.
trying to talk about all the different stuff. Like, well, you see, the axe it should have
Right.
some horizontal marks where it went in and out, but these are all vertical. Like there was a massive amount of force. It's like,
Yeah.
bruh,
Like something like did it. Like, what do you mean by it? Yeah, it could be just a figure of speech. I'm like, what? Okay,
Could be a
sheriff.
human, animal, thing.
Right.
On the 12th day of
Snowman.
Christmas, she started to smell.
but I can't fucking her to hell.
Oh my god.
Man,
cat won't
by the
stop
12th
eating
day,
that
that's
bell.
far worse than the first two P-licks.
Ugh.
Oh, the first two Pelix aren't that bad.
That's why I said it's far worse.
Yeah, it just sucks when you're giving her a kiss and there's the first two Pelix.
Well, and then I guess the other part going into the music choices, because I just want to get out to the first two Pelix so goddamn badly. But
You want to do the first two P-licks so bad?
no, I want to get off that.
I knew he. I told you he gets off from it. I knew
Right?
it. I knew it.
It's YouTube I have to think about now, so I have to really think really hard about what I need to censor and what I don't need to censor.
Ah.
You just be hard over there.
Fine.
We'll make the jokes.
But when it comes to the soundtrack, there's so many things where I'm kind of sitting there being like, I was very shocked by how the soundtrack kind of decided to go, just because it didn't really go in one specific direction. It had like a general idea, but it decided to go like 15 different ways with it.
Right.
Right, and that's when you start blaming the drummer.
It always seemed to focus
The guitar
around
player.
music songs or like Christmas songs, though.
Yeah.
Like there's always a Christmas song. Like I heard 12 Days of Christmas. I heard Jingle Bells in there. I heard the
Yes.
Little Drummer Boy.
I'm pretty
On
sure
different
all of
sections.
them,
Yeah.
all of them are on
Whether or
public
not-
domain. So he
Well,
was just
yeah.
like, hey, we can't afford to make new music. So just take the Christmas songs and just make it minor key.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, the thing is, a
that
lot
last
of the
song, Oh Christmas
songs they're
Tree?
free use anyways.
Yeah. They're public domain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like Leonard,
like-
Leonard Cohen's fucking singing Christmas song, but like he's like in his dying breaths there trying to
Except for that one random tune that was in there that kind of sounded like Las Vegas lounge music. Like,
Ah.
Hell yeah.
and it's like, that sounds like it's like I literally feel like Frank Sinatra's going to come and be like, jingle bells, jingle bell. You know, like literally.
Christopher
That's all I
Walken.
see coming in my
Hey, the
head.
words. No, it's gotta be William Shatner doing just like that weird, like almost like Twitch style singing. It's just like jingle bells,
Oh, all the way.
or make it sound like Zap Brannigan in that one episode of Futurama, just a COLA cola. That like
Get that guy that sings real slow and just sings what he sees.
no, that's gotta be Richard
Randy
Cheese. That's
Newman?
gotta be Richard
Yeah.
Cheese.
Oh, yes.
Watching the lady with an apple.
Randy Newman comes back around. Big
Gonna
fucking
take
His name
a bite.
forever.
killed another
Richard
lady.
Cheese?
Gonna take a bite.
Dick Cheese?
Oh,
yeah, Richard Cheese. Yeah, Dick Cheese.
Bathing in a bathtub. Snowman gonna fuck her. And bash her
Uh-oh.
head into a wall.
Where the hell's this carrot? Oh, now I realize the rape.
Oh,
Grapage.
my God.
That was grapage, YouTube.
The grapage. Grapage.
Grapage.
Yes,
Heritage.
I'm drinking wine,
Answer.
not a
Heritage.
green thing that tastes exactly like mint chalk ice cream.
This episode brought to you by Welch's.
And Philip Schnapps.
Welch's carrot
Oh,
juice.
and
Welch's
all of a
carrot
sudden, Devin gets 2 cease and desist orders. One from
Okay,
Welch's.
so real question. Is that carrot juice then?
Oh.
This?
Oh,
No.
No, no.
No, it's
that.
Slimer Spooge.
Slimer Spooge.
It's
Oh, on screen?
antifreeze. That's
No.
all it is. It's antifreeze.
No,
he's
does
just-
he... When he's
When,
doing
when,
the
uh,
thing-
when the snowman-
Oh, yeah. It's
when
a,
the
it's a little
snowman
carrot.
Gotta be an ice
climaxes, it's green, so it's going to be like ecto cooler fucking.
Yeah.
Cooler.
It's like when you mix a heavy cream with Ecto Cooler and stir it around. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've
No,
done that before, yeah.
I think with the
Oh,
part that we're
carrot.
missing.
That's just pistachio pudding, then.
No. We're missing the
I
ultimate
love
question.
pistachio.
That's what she called it.
Yes.
We're
Well,
missing
it
the
looks like.
ultimate question here, though, which is after that banging in the bathtub, does she get pregnant with a snow baby?
I mean, she did.
He didn't wear a condom, so
No, she just gives birth to a lot of cum drops.
Oh,
Nah.
oh man, get your pools ready, gentlemen.
Oh man, could you imagine if she did just like she thought she squirted, but that was actually her giving birth to
There were
friggin' Jack Frost kids?
snowflakes.
Oh,
It's one of those
And like,
little snowballs
and they're like they're
from the
running
second
around,
one.
and she wonders why there's all this fluid on the ground. She scoops it up, and it's like watching sea monkeys, and you're like, "What the hell is that?"
It's
It's like looking at a slushy,
Yeah, it's like
a slush
oh.
puppy.
even while
Slush
she's
That's what
dying-
she gives birth to, slush puppies.
Even while she's dead, she's still birthing one of those fucking little snowball things from the fucking sequel, the one with just fucking arms and teeth.
I gotta watch the sequel now. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, no, you have to watch
Oh, that
the
looks-
sequel. And anyone
sounds
watching
great.
this episode
Oh my
and
God.
listening to this episode, we recommend
Lord.
going to check out the sequel. Maybe not sober, but I would recommend checking
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they spent longer than
Dude.
18 days shooting the sequel.
Well, they got to go
Well, I
to
guess
an
I don't like
island
Devin and
on
Ford.
that one, but I guess we gotta stay focused
Oh.
on the other one because maybe that might be a to be continued, and maybe we'll do the second one in the future.
in the future.
Getting back on the soundtrack, though, I was actually always wondering if you guys had an option to choose like different soundtrack moments in the one, what would you guys have done? Because you know what, I don't know why, especially after discovering them recently, I would play a lot more Frozen Soul. There would be
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. You get them doing the Carol of the Bells in there.
Ooh.
I would have tried to have gotten Iced Earth to do the soundtrack.
Wow.
Iced Earth.
I would have gotten Iced Wrist.
What about Ice Tea?
Nice, yeah.
No, I would have. No, it'd be a lot of Frozen Soul just because, like, I mean, tell me you wouldn't see Jack killing someone to Crypt of Ice. Like, come on now. Like, that's a banger fucking song, and not to mention,
I mean,
if they remake it, they should. They should.
To be fair, this scene that we're seeing right now has a badass guitar solo in it. Like, it's like a jazz guitar solo. It's like, boop, 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 bow, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's that one that just sounds like lounge music from Vegas.
Right.
I would
Someone's wailing on guitar over there. It's great.
I would love the one dude that threatens to punch the cop in the fucking face. Just like 10 seconds later, just plays the faceless 2 seconds later, just like as he's walking away.
Walk the face.
I can see Venom
right
doing
now.
the soundtrack for this as well.
Or you could get 36 Crazy Fist, Snowcat.
Dang, I haven't heard that in a
Snowcat
while.
Romance during the bang scene.
I don't know when fucking he's turning into a snowman. I could just hear like the Vader never say my name, like while he's just like coming together with like the snow kind of.
Never say my name.
Yeah, literally, because like he has like that.
Is that your impression of Yoda?
No. Like Bader, the band Bader, their vocalist is like, he's got this really interesting, like a very barky type tone.
Now you're making him sound like the Swedish ship.
I know. Dude, I fucking love the Muppets, man.
We're 30
God,
years
Muppets.
old plus, and we're quoting Muppets. This is the best. This is going to turn into a Muppets Christmas Carol in 2 seconds if you're not careful, my boy.
Dude, Muppets Christmas Carol is the best.
The Possessed album from Venom would have been good for this movie.
Or
Man, we're all sitting here like phasing right out,
Seriously.
and there's Zyber actually on task, be like, "Yeah, man, this is it."
Ooh,
Yes.
freezing
Like,
moon,
Muppets.
freezing moon mayhem.
Oh.
Grim and Frostbitten.
Like
Grim
the
and Frostbitten
scene that you
from
have
Mortal.
up, the song that you could play by Venom for this
Too
scene
old,
is
too
Power
cold.
Driver.
Facts.
Bewitched.
And then
Yes.
when Lady gets hung on the tree, Santa Christ.
Santa Christ.
Nice.
Oh, King Diamond's No Presents for Christmas.
Oh.
That would have been perfect.
I mean, right
Carolers
now,
dying, Harmony dies.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. All I'm hearing right now in my head watching this scene is "Let It Go" from Frozen.
Oh.
That's all I
Let
got.
it
man.
blow. Let it blow. The parody.
all
Let
I
it
got.
blow.
Well, no, this is
Let it
definitely
blow.
more leaning towards
Let
the
it
second
blow.
movie where it's into the unknown. But
Well, that's
in-
true.
I guess for her it might be into the widely known, but
You know that suit looks like it's probably sandpaper.
Oh,
So
Get-
Oh, she didn't have any nipples after this, dude. Like
Yeah.
after like the 1.5 takes they did, she had no nipples.
yeah,
That's why she
the
had to get a
1.5
boob job.
takes.
Jesus.
Probably shaved her twat too.
Oh yeah, she can't grow hair down there anymore.
Oh,
It just
no.
kind of looks like a tuft of land.
Yeah,
no.
like her hands after you blew them up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, kind of like the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Christ on a fucking
What?
bug.
That went downhill.
Wait, are we still talking about
Like
the
a
Muppets?
like a Arby's roast beef sandwich.
On fire.
Yeah.
After you've like rubbed it against the chalkboard.
Yep.
Extra
And asked for extra
horseradish.
cheese.
Extra fucking horseradish. Well, I think
that
since
Arby's sauce on there.
we've had this lovely little derailment, I think we're going to take this time real quick to take a little breather and get you coming back with some ad reads, and we're going to talk to you more about Jack Frost when we come on back.
Question mark?
All right, and welcome back to the chaos. Aha!
Why's it gotta be back?
And welcome front.
forward. Welcome.
There we go.
Welcome front.
Like the way his man thinks.
Welcome.
Yeah,
to
you
the
gotta
front.
remember.
That's
you
where
don't
we're
forget
at.
back
We're on
on
the front
family.
line.
And this is a front
That's
because we're gonna go
Alabama.
ahead and just start
Right.
selling our
Nothing is
shit to you real
stronger.
quick.
Nothing is stronger than family.
God. So we're going to go ahead and start selling our shits here real quick, which you can go ahead and check out our Patreon that we're now a part of, patreon.com/TWG podcast. They got a 7-day free trial going where you can go check out, see if the Patreon's right for you. If we actually are working with our show to do exclusive riffing live streams in the future. So if you like some of the way we were doing things before, we're going to be doing them in live stream form over on the Patreon. So go to get that free trial. We'll let you know when we get that first stream going. And it's something we're very excited to be a part of. And I believe right now, I think the lowest tier is like $3 a month. So what do you got to lose? I mean, either way, just get that free trial. Try that shit out and see if there's something for you. There's exclusive shows on there, exclusive content, and a bunch of shit for you to check out. But you know what you also need to check out? Our lovely energy drink sponsor, Debbie. You can go to Debbie.gg, use code StonyBaloney for 10% off your order. We back this shit because we use this shit. Well, some of it use it correctly, and some of it use it... What?
What's going on?
What?
What?
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Over to you, Cecil.
Oh, sorry, Cecil. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Oh, you gotta go down. You're above
yeah,
him.
sorry. I was trying to take
Just
Cecil's
like, what's
thunder.
over there?
For me, he's to my upper left corner.
Yeah,
Ah.
Cecil.
And for me, I'm like everywhere.
Sorry, Cecil. I tried to steal your thunder. Do what was actually supposed to be done. My bad. I
Yeah.
suck. I'm gonna have to edit all
Well.
this out.
No, it's all good. It's just I said that I forgot to make one. It didn't mean that it didn't take me 30 seconds to think one up.
I had a feeling. Ooh.
So- Let me clear my throat.
I'm gonna get my
Let's hear
pussy
it.
to come over here. Come here.
So has it ever been hot?
That's no
Have
way
you ever
to
been
talk about
really, really
Shelby.
hot? Like really hot? Like steamy hot? Like blow dryers in your face hot? You ever just sit there and go, damn, I hate it when I get slapped with all of that weird genetic acid? You ever had those days?
Yes.
Just feel like really low and down? You need to pick me up? Or
Every
you
day.
go check out W Energy at WGG. You go over there and you put in that code Stony Baloney to get 10% off your order. It's going to give you the extra kick that you need to frost some jacks.
Ooh.
Shit.
WGG, it gives you the uppies. No, the dude, Cecil, that was fucking sick. Thank you.
Literally, like when you asked me, I forgot. I'm like, holy shit, I forgot to. I just stared at this. I don't know if you saw, but I literally just stared at the screen and went into space.
I think you
I had
did.
like a 7-hour like time warp to myself to come up with that.
Oh my god. We have other shit to talk to you too. Oh yeah, you can go to www.supporttherifts.com and go support our merch. We do have 2 new collections that we've dropped as our fall and winter line. We have the I Am Chuve collection, and we also have the TNS to-do list. We got new shirts, hoodies, long sleeves. We still got some pillows, mugs, cups. We have everything. Socks that you can use however you want. If you have to use them as a wife, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
As a
We're going to
wife.
be introducing soon some Woody hoodies as well.
And some
I
sock
love this
marriage,
idea.
and some sock marriage forms too. We'll let you know about those in the future. But you can go check out all our shit and help support the show in the most direct way possible by going to www.supporttherifts.com. Go buy our shit,
said
please.
erect.
And then if you want to go buy and support from a local business in Omaha, Nebraska, Voodoo's Odd Shop on 1320 South Martha Street in Omaha, Nebraska. Do you want a unique art piece that you can put in your house and have everyone go, what the fuck is wrong with you? Well, Voodoo's can help you out there. But if you're also just one that likes the odd and bizarre and just want to just get further into the deep and the weird and the freaky, go check out Voodoo's. They are not only just a place where you can go shop for your oddities, they also go ahead and exhibit some of those oddities, and they also host the Omaha Oddities and Art Expo twice a year in Omaha, Nebraska, which I actually think we might get to be a part of in the spring, but we'll keep you on the loop on that one. So please go check them out. They're lucky enough to help sponsor the show, and yeah, go check out all our sponsors. They all help this show keep running, along with our other sponsors, which is alcohol and grass.
So would an oddity be
Hell yeah.
a TNS sock paper mache?
Mm-hmm.
It's not paper mache, my man.
That's
I
man
know,
mayonnaise.
but I'm trying to be nice about it.
No, it's man mayonnaise. Just get straight to the fucking point.
It's a baby batter.
Yep.
It's all those orphans that you don't have to deal with.
Oh.
But
My
you're missing
tax
a
money.
nice tax deductible.
So, going back into talking about the movie, after that,
Wait, we were talking about
Yes.
the movie?
we're going back into talking about the movie.
Going back to the front.
Can we talk about how many different times that a scene set up like this, when it involved the townsfolk, and it looked like it could have been directly ripped off of some cartoon town hall situation? Because the townfolk in the police office during the movie literally reminded me of the South Park where all they're just going rubber, 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 rubber,
Yeah,
rubber.
exactly.
And it's the funniest shit ever, because now I can't watch that scene without just picturing the first person talking, just going, Rabble! And there's just all of them going off about it. And then the other one I was thinking of, too, was when the sheriff tries to get everyone to know about the curfew, where it's like, hey, we're going to lock you down in this building and you're not going to be able to leave. And it just reminded me of the scene from Family Guy when Lois was trying to become, I believe, school board president or something. And she just goes, 9/11 was bad.
Yeah.
Because that was the same way they were acting about it. This dude just said anything, and it was just like, haha, yay! There's a snowman outside.
Fucker's a snowman.
I just
Everybody in that
line my
town
brain
was
melted.
a person out of Ed and Eddie.
Silent and didn't do anything. Or the fucking
Sounds like my
crookedness.
Different
Excellent.
levels of tarded.
Well, or the crooked dude that it's like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? All the ammo, 20% off for emergencies.
Yeah.
20% off. There's a killer running around, and you're gonna cut a 20% bargain. Thanks,
Dang.
Walmart.
Yeah.
What a
Oh
deal.
no, another cease and desist. TNS, how
three
many should we
companies.
back up in one episode?
You got to save. That's why you got to sharp S-Smart.
Shop smart.
Yeah.
I kind of have to agree with that. And another one I wanted to talk about too is one we mentioned earlier, but we didn't go deep into it. Let's talk about that antifreeze baptism. What the actual fuck?
Hell yeah.
So, come here, Billy. You're gonna have to go down. Don't open your mouth.
Right. It's like he has it on his hand. Well, let's just get the whole fucking kid in there. First of all, this kid, he's putting antifreeze in. Can we say that now?
Yeah, we could say that now.
He's putting antifreeze in. He's like, Dad, I put antifreeze in that. I'm like, he's trying to kill
So
his
he
fucking
wouldn't get
father.
cold. He didn't want him to get
So
cold.
that brings us back to the beginning when all the people
No,
were
no,
like, oh,
not
that kid's
really.
messed up.
It wouldn't really kill his father, just make his father severely retarded.
Great. The censor
dad
sound
could
effect gets to be used for this
Literally
episode.
participate in the Special Olympics.
Oh, I'm going to make whatever the censor is for this one. It's just gonna be fart sound effects.
Yeah.
And right when he says that,
Oh.
I'm just gonna make it a big nasty one.
And then he'd be like, damn it, Dustin.
No, it's gonna be damaged cyber as it usually is.
Wasn't
What?
me.
It's YouTube. You can say that kind of stuff.
I guess we're not monetized.
It's not going
yet,
to
so I
dock
think-
you.
Yeah, then I look at the first one. It's like the first one we ever upload. It's just ding.
I mean,
Oh, man.
do you know how long it's going to take you to actually get any sort of monetization for
Oh,
any
for
show?
this? For this? Oh, I know it's going to be a minute.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
You have to get 10,000
Oh, snow.
views before you get any kind of monetization.
Is that really where it's
I
at
mean-
now?
I can't get you 10,000 views, but if you get me long enough, I probably get 10,000 RPMs.
That's only for the only thoughts.
Hey,
Oh my god, that's
only
such-
thoughts.
What?
Only shots, yeah. He's going to make that
Only
a
shots,
guys
yeah.
only
Money
place.
shot.
It's
It's
kind of
the
like
only place where you can
OnlyFans,
exclusively
but
see my third nipple.
The only thing
I'd
is I'm not
subscribe.
Superman, so I'm not gonna like make a whole bunch of like holy shots on the wall.
It's just gonna be like, oh, there was a spooky ghost who came in here.
no. Holy shots is when you jerk off someone nailed to a cross.
Ah.
I thought holy shots is where you're sitting there parting their hair going, "You're not sinning, my son."
That's a deicide video.
My brain actually just shut off for a second, just being like, how do I even follow that up?
You don't.
By simply standing up in your chair and going, "It's a penis."
Oh my god.
How do we go from antifreeze to this?
Yeah, we are off the
This is called
rails.
a top tier derailment. This would be an eventual holy shit, an eventual compilation.
Adventure?
It's
This is what's referred to as the Zyber effect.
Ding! Marijuana affects the memory.
we can't. Well, can we say that?
Yes,
But
yes,
didn't
you can.
It didn't
we just can't.
freaking
We
have
can't
cake.
show it. We can't show it. No.
Yes.
The other thing is, I don't know. The other thing is like, do you think you would consider this movie one where it be considered like a holiday classic, or do you feel like it's only a holiday classic in certain subsects?
It's holiday trauma.
Ooh.
It's like there's the cult following of it that
Yeah.
like it's their Christmas classic for that cult that follows. I think a majority of people when they think Christmas are going down the routes of, the obvious Die Hard.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
this is the equivalent
Every
of
year.
Uncle Billy when he drinks too much, and then he snorts an 8-ball in the closet,
Oh my god. Snorts
comes
mean I
out
got-
and
goes through
starts
multiple
beating his
orifices.
starts beating his 304 girlfriend, and says, "Hey, got $20?
304.
Have a good time."
This is oddly
What?
specific story, and it makes
I
me feel
know.
like there's some personal trauma that you just shared with. No, I'm
What?
joking.
Legally, Dots and Shots cannot
Ooh,
condone. what
I'm
we
not
say
denying
in the
that,
past
Steve.
5 minutes. Oh, like any of
And
this
this now turns into an intervention for Zyber.
Well, at least now you know how I lost my virginity.
The fifth screen just pops up in the center. It's just Dr. fucking Phil. Just, now, Zyber, you're going to talk about what's been going on in your life. Well, I'll tell
This is
you
a
how,
safe space, and
I'm going to tell you how I've been aggressively butt fucked by Oprah.
Ooh, Dr. Phil definitely got pegged by Oprah.
And Stedman.
With that bad dragon.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay,
Dragon
wait.
is
Is this YouTube safe? Do you think, like, maybe if I put, like, a fucking emoji over what you were about to show, could you explain what that means?
I don't have that. Like, it's not like I'm hanging this thing out near right next to me.
You have it
Yeah.
here, don't you?
Yeah,
no, I gave it back to the wife and
Dr.
told her to go put it in the bedroom.
Oh.
Dr. Phil Bad Dragon Pegging is the bad dragon with the bladder in it.
Yeah, with the cum tube.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, this wasn't the right version of How to Train Your Dragon I was looking for.
How to train your. train
That's
your
actually a
sock.
topic you can search on Pornhub.
I don't
Yeah.
need that.
How to
I
train
don't
your
need to
dragon,
see
or
that.
I don't think anything.
how to train your sock.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go,
Hey, that's a wife.
you know what? Just for the fucks of it, we're derailing hard enough. What's the worst
Yep.
parody of something you found on in porn?
Edward Penis Hands,
Mm.
which I actually, which I
Titanic
am
tits.
kind of curious about. Like,
See,
I would watch it.
Lord of the Cock Rings. I was just, I was ashamed,
There's
but
the
also
Lord of the Rings
very-
reference. You
as
heard
my
it
Lord of the
here
Rings reference
first.
of the show. Yep, Lord of the Cock Rings.
I think I remember discovering
Yeah.
a Road Rocket Disney parody called Aladdin.
Poking Man. Gotta fuck them
13
all.
strokes.
Wait, I've seen one of The Simpsons where they were all painted yellow.
Oh,
Everything was painted yellow.
Oh,
I think I
Fucking
just
Giggle.
broke Dustin.
It's not actually The Simpsons. It's just jaundice porn.
Oh my god! I'm just see what's funny is I can tell that like Lucian's gonna come back and listen to this episode and just go, "What the fuck happened on part 2?"
We took a break.
We took a break and then the break
break.
took us.
the gummies kicked in. That's what happened on part 2.
What was another bad one? Oh wait, I saw one from Wood Rocket 2 that's called the Loin King, and they had the most the most budget looking Elton John looking motherfucker I have ever seen on the face of this planet. And
What?
they gave him the tooth gap and everything, but it was a very clear fake tooth gap. So they put like two things of cardboard just in the dude's fucking mouth.
Oh,
Uh,
And one of the songs is "Can You Fill My Muff Tonight?"
Can you feel my
Can you,
love tonight?
you
Bad
send that
Dragon
link?
can definitely fill your muff tonight.
Can you send that link
Can
over after
you
the show just for
feel
science?
it
I got you, fam.
in perfect harmony. You
It's
feel
not
tell
on
he's a-
Pornhub
you can tell he's a
anymore.
lead
It's only on
singer.
X Hamster.
tonight. Sorry.
X Hamster? Who uses X Hamster? What?
Hamster.
Oh,
I thought it was
that's
a
taking
gerbil.
back. That's going back in the day.
Take it back.
Take
Oh.
that's
Where
my
you
porn
see
side,
back
and
in
I
my
don't
day,
know you.
son?
I have it
We
next to
didn't
my
have
ass
Ad
jeans on my bookmarks.
I mean, it's one step above RedTube.
Wait, I just realized this has
Ah.
been going on for an hour at any point. Do you think if anyone actually gets this far, do you think they're actually going to get to this level of content?
Man, if
We
they've been
will,
taking as
we
many
know.
gummies as
All
me,
right.
they'll be fine.
So,
Oh yeah,
closing
let's
out the
yeah.
movie. Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
where we're
close
at
it.
right now? Or
I feel like that's probably where we should go on this one.
We should probably.
because we
Or
have
derail
derailed
again.
so hard, and I got a link to send to Cecil. But
I'm
We're
definitely
recording
hard.
Muppets again, so.
Hey, don't
well-
Bogart, man.
Oh wait.
No, do you consider this a classic holiday horror movie?
Oh, we're
I
not
know
done.
you wrote
We're
that
not
down.
done yet. We're going.
We didn't
Oh,
finish that
okay.
question.
No. We're
Oh,
gonna finish that
uh-oh.
question. It's last call,
Ah.
motherfuckers.
Last call.
Oh, okay.
You should get like.
I
a
should have
theme
had a
song
shot
for
ready
last
on
call.
the
Be like,
break.
last call.
Yeah, Devin also has a big glass of horse cum to dump that in.
I've lost feeling in my arms and I can't shoot with you.
Hey, here, Dustin. I'll make you a deal. Keep her of Innsmouth, or Innsmouth. If they want to make the last call song, I'll use it.
Gosh. Maybe. Andy
Think
is
about it. All you
pretty
have to
good.
do is make like a 30-second song, and you can make it hard as fuck.
No,
Just-
not 30 seconds. You got to get it into 10 to 15 seconds.
Ooh.
Just kind of like.
Just do a quick
Yeah,
blast,
like
like,
going on.
Just a straight gravity blast. Oh,
like a napalm death, like those are shots.
oh,
Like that's it.
what?
Yeah, like that.
Isn't it "You Die"? I think is the name of that song. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
You
sure.
suffer what? Yes, you suffer what?
Oh, you suffer.
I
You
don't know.
suffer. Anyway, for Napalm Death,
You suffered anyway.
Napalm Death. I've seen him once. I couldn't tell you a song. That show was awesome.
I could
oh,
have.
my second 99 shooter. This is gonna go great.
Oh, God. Bless America.
All right.
You know,
So,
peppermint. Yeah.
now that we're good and faded, it's time for everyone's final thoughts on the movie.
Well, hold on.
Yay.
Before we go into that,
Oh,
I got to ask, what the fuck has everybody been drinking? Because we never actually said what
Oh,
we were drinking at the
yeah.
beginning.
Oh, yeah.
So, Zyber, let's start with you.
yeah,
What are
so-
you drinking?
Go down the line.
I have been drinking 60-minute IPA, Dogfish Head.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
great one. What about you, Devin?
Yeah.
What have you been drinking?
I have had now officially 299 proof shooters of watermelon and blue raspberry, and I've been sipping on a rum and coke, which I'm on my second one.
What rum?
Hey.
Bacardi Dark or Bacardi Black.
Ooh.
You too? What about you?
All right, we've got
nothing good.
Phillips. Nothing good. Phillips peppermint schnapps.
Woohoo!
Gonna be
$12.99.
Kevin in a fucking Buddy the Elf costume and about a couple more shots.
Well, if
Hey.
you had eggnog and that peppermint schnapps, you could have made elf cum.
Oh, see,
That's the
that would have
thing.
been great.
Can you feel my?
Now,
Well-
what I've been drinking tonight is actually a cocktail that my wife.
Cock.
Cocktail.
Yes, a cocktail that my wife is giving me.
Ah,
So
yeah.
you
I'm
can
still
tell where
on
that's going.
porn. Keep
She's
listening.
Anyway.
loosening you up for later.
Hey.
Anyway, so she made this up and she actually wrote down what was in it so I'd know. 4 ounces of Bailey's, 1 ounce of peppermint schnapps,
Ooh,
one ounce of
yeah.
vodka, which was Belvedere, 2 ounces creme de menthe, which was from like 1974, I think.
Ooh.
1 ounce of frangelico,
Wow.
half teaspoon of cocoa powder, 6 ounces of milk, 1 tray of ice cubes, and then
What?
peppermint vodka whipped cream,
What?
and then 2 to 3 mint leaves.
God damn.
And what she didn't
It
tell you
tastes-
is that she also put in
Yeah,
about 20
Frangelico upstairs
cc's
from
of
last time.
propofol.
Oh, she already told me about Rohypnol in there.
How many
No,
has
but
she
this-
had so far?
That's her first.
Oh, really?
But yeah. So she filled my drink up. But here's the thing. This thing tastes exactly like mint chalk ice cream. I mean, identical to it. Identical to mint chalk ice cream.
You're making Wilford Brimley roll in his fucking grave.
Diabetes.
Wait, is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's been dead for years.
I mean, his head over here says he's dead.
Who the hell
He's
did
been
I
dead
joke
before
about?
I graduated.
Oh my god.
I graduated in '99.
Oh, is that when he died?
He died
Oh,
before
he died
that.
like he did. Oh,
Well,
no, he must have died in the 2000s because he had the diabetes commercial and like the right.
diabetes.
When was that?
I don't know.
When was that diabetes commercial filmed?
Well, that's gonna get me.
Wait a minute.
canceled
Why
in
are
like
we
2
hating on
seconds.
Beaties?
Beatus?
Beatus.
Why are we hating on Beaties? It's just you want to kill them all.
Because we're trying to avoid getting to the final thoughts of the movie. That's why.
Ah.
Oh,
Well, that's why
never
we
mind.
say,
Never
oh,
mind.
let's
I
have
am wrong.
closing
I thought he died
thoughts
much
because
sooner.
it's still
He
gonna
died
take
in
forever.
August 2020.
What?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
that dude's
Brimley's
dead.
death, August 1st,
COVID.
2020.
And
Well,
diabetes.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, let's get rip in peace, Wilford Brimley, I guess.
Yep.
Diabetes.
No, we'll miss your diabetes for the rest of our lives. Anyway, let's get to the final thoughts of this movie. So for me, I'm gonna still say that even after rewatching this, I still hold it true. It has become my holiday tradition. If you're looking for something to kind of mix it up for a holiday tradition, I actually highly recommend doing this. It's a fun movie. You just have to go into it and realize they're not taking themselves too seriously.
No, not at all.
The budget shows they're not taking it seriously. The way that they decided to handle the killer just shows that they just were having fun with this shit.
Bad.
So just have fun with this shit. Get some buds and go watch this movie. I recommend it. 10 out of 10.
Right.
What about your
I
final thoughts, Zyber?
can back that. I mean, if you're looking for a nonsense movie and you're allowed to let yourself disconnect from all the bad plot and twists and stuff, it's enjoyable. Otherwise, it's pretty shit.
Yeah.
It's shit, but it's funny shit. It's funny shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's shit, but you have to have a certain type of humor in order to
Right.
think
Right.
it's
You have
funny,
to be
for
able
sure.
to accept trash humor. There's
Yeah,
so many
right.
people
I
that
accept trash humor. So
yeah, there's so many people out there that are like, oh, that's horrible. Look at all that styrofoam. Look at all that cotton ball. Look at all that shaving cream.
Look at all that man
So
mayonnaise.
what? So
Look at all that
what?
man.
Look at all
Just
that carrot
learn
juice.
to enjoy like what's in front of you instead of just shitting on it and picking it apart every last second.
Yeah, look at them
Yeah.
deviled eggs.
So the way I think about this one is it's actually something that I was reading from a software developer, actually a video game developer,
Mhm.
about like people hammering on video game development, all that shit.
Mhm.
That like nobody sets out to make a bad game. And I think that's what the case was here. Like nobody sets out to make a bad movie. Now your movie may just be bad, but nobody sets out to like, I'm going to make in their mind in some way, this is a fantastic movie. Even if they're like, well, we're going down the completely odd or whatever. In their mind, they're like, this is a fantastic movie. This may not be everything we're searching towards, but
Hold
this
on.
is it.
Hold on. Do you really think that is the standing of that Polter?
In their mind, Poultrygeist, in
Yeah.
their mind, they were making a great movie. Whether it was like great comedy or great off the wall, but they thought they were making a great movie.
Michael Cooney's magnum opus, it's Jack Frost.
Yeah, like seriously, like he didn't set out to make a crap movie, but they tried. He did
Right.
he did it. What didn't hit what he wanted
Hold
to
on.
be. But I think if you go in thinking that in your head, like if you go in going like nobody sets out to make a bad movie, I think you could find enjoyment in this movie.
Right.
Let's go back to our
The-
virgin.
Hey, virgin.
We both gave it. To
So that's the thing. For example, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 1 and 2,
you, which we just
loved it
talked about and covered.
because of how bad they were, but also like endearing. With this one, I kept going back and forth. I'm like, it's so bad, it's good, but it's so silly that it's not silly, or it's so not funny, but it can be funny. And I kept going in between. Is it a classic for me? No. Will I revisit it? Probably. Will I be drunk off my ass? Absolutely. So I think I think if I need to watch this again, I'm gonna be drunk, faded, twisted, shuppered, schlupped, any of those terms. I'm gonna have to
You're
watch
snookered.
it. Schnookered,
Snookum,
schnooped, and
pookums.
spurt, and sport. Any of
Eat a bag
those,
of
I will
shrimp.
have watch. But it's, I mean, because there's some parts I'm just like, man, there should be a really great pun to have, and then he just says random shit like, well, it ain't fucking frosty. It's like, that's not that. No, it could do better.
know, that's
Because
a
you know who
pretty good
did better?
one-liner. That's a pretty
Garbage
good
Day.
one-liner.
Now, that's
Day.
good shit.
Garbage
Garbage
Day.
Day. You can't beat that. I lost my shit when I heard that the first time.
I did too.
Yeah.
What do you got there,
Yeah.
Cyber? I know you had something.
It's gone.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, like Kevin said, I've just watched the first 4 parts of Silent Night, Deadly Night, and that was a lot. But like, part 1 and 2 are enjoyable.
After you get past that.
It's not good, yeah.
Mhm.
And then like, I've been doing a lot of new Christmas horror. Well, not new, but I want to watch that. What were we talking about earlier with Justin?
It's a
Long?
Wonderful Knife.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
I want to check that out.
I did just watch Ernest Saves Christmas for the first time, and
Oh, that's
I've
horrifying.
the movie's awesome.
I know,
But,
I'm
like-
just giving you shit because it's Ernest.
But like watching
very
this,
earnest of
like I've seen it before. There's other things I would rather watch for sure, but like
Yep.
this for the podcast and like drinking and hanging out. Yeah, it's definitely one of those movies that get some friends together, have some drinks or whatever, and watch it. Don't take it too seriously.
Not at
because
all.
you can't-
Right.
Well-
I wouldn't bother taking this movie or any movie like it too serious. But I mean, it makes, well, I should say, Star Wars Christmas makes this look like a magnum opus.
I never seen.
You've never seen it.
I've
Oh,
tried,
you gotta
like,
watch
I know what
Wait,
it is.
show it
she's
to him.
never seen it?
I know what it is, but I've never watched.
It's on YouTube.
I have it on YouTube.
It's like saying you know what a
saved. I have it
vagina is,
saved.
but you've never seen one.
I mean, yeah.
I've seen one in magazines, but never in person.
You know, I've seen one on the TV before, but that's about it.
Someone drew it for me on a napkin once. I was like,
Can I take
long as
this
there
to the
wasn't-
bathroom?
Long time
Put that
listener,
napkin home.
first time caller.
Lose the hole in the
So,
stall.
what do you think, Devin? After like revisiting this movie,
I wanted to see if anyone else would agree. Would anyone else agree that this is something that people could technically make a holiday tradition, and it would kind of be something that has that rewatchability that it like would it get old if you watched it, say, like for every day for like a month? Yes. But going back like once a year and rewatching this, it does still keep its charm even after multiple watches, just because it's just so ridiculous that you don't know what to expect, that you know what to expect, but it still is so off the wall with the choices that they made in this movie that I feel like that's where it's got the rewatchability, where a lot of movies do, where, you know, you got your sleepaway camp where you can watch it a million times.
oh yeah.
And you could still have the same effect.
That was
Or
funny.
going and watching any of the OG horror series and going back and watching them start to finish. There's people that do that constantly because it still gives them the same feeling no matter what. So, I mean, that's the thing is I connect this movie, for at least from when I discovered it a couple Christmases ago, being on YouTube for free, which, by the way, that's how we happened to do it. The place that released it was nice enough to put it on YouTube remastered in HD on YouTube for free. So go take advantage of it. Go check out the Moonstone Entertainment YouTube channel. That's where you can go watch it for free. So helps.
Do you have the second one on there?
I
I assume they had the first one.
I think they put the first one. I thought last I saw they had the second one on there too, or if not, I think somebody else also did have the second one. But either way, go support that.
That's like Tubi did.
Just because, you know, when you find something you really like, try and support it the best way you can possible. Because, you know, just like us, we're all smaller creators creating art for you guys, and we're just putting it out there and just hoping you guys will check us out. So, well, I guess that's a perfect time, if anything, to lead into that. Dustin and Kevin, if you guys want to plug a little bit more about your podcast and let the listeners know.
I will say that if I found the VHS of this that had the holographic like artwork on it, I would buy it. I would buy it because I'd be like, hell yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's for sure. But yeah, we are Horror Flix and Music Mix podcast, and we just started out not too long ago. We have a lot of stuff coming on down the pipeline.
Ton of episodes. Good lord.
So,
Yeah, you really do.
Wait, I just realized how many episodes I looked at our list. I'm
we're
like,
at like
we've
20.
recorded like the Dickens.
Yeah, we have like 20 episodes. We're like 20 deep.
It's only 3 months.
and We're
God
just
damn,
starting.
we're at like 100 plus, and we're like years deep. So.
You got a ways.
But we did get we have a booth at Crypticon Horror Conventions in Kansas City.
Oh
next,
shit! Congrats,
June.
guys.
Thank you.
We'll be down there if anyone's in Kansas City.
We'll have
and
merch by then. Like,
we got stickers right now.
like please.
Oh shit! They actually brought the plug. Holy shit!
We got stickers. There he is. Yeah. If you're in Omaha, come get a sticker because I guess I could mail a sticker. I don't
Let's
know.
mail 'em.
Whatever. Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I got. Do you have anything, Kevin?
No, we talk about music, we talk about horror, and we
Talk about our letterbox because we're movie snobs. Not really.
Horror or 304s.
Oh, I see it. Because
horrors.
the band. Is that what we're talking about?
I heard horrors, which reminds me back to my joke.
I heard whores.
Horror,
Yeah,
yeah, horrors.
Hoary women.
You know,
Hoary
who
women,
was?
just like
Oh,
Walmart.
304s. You talk
The
about
who was
304s.
Tony?
Like
God.
Danny DeVito's, like Frank Reynolds is. Whores.
Who was?
Who was?
The horrors.
Boy.
The horrors.
The two Utes.
The twos. Yeah.
But please be sure to go check those guys out. They are doing some really rad shit over there, and not to mention, there's also previous episodes that they've done with us too that you can go back and listen to as well if you also want to hear them in the old format style. But even I've enjoyed this greatly. I'm very excited.
What did we watch last time?
We watched House.
House.
Oh, it was House. It was House. That's right.
I was
Ooh,
fucked up.
That was rough.
Every
too.
time I come on this show, I get pretty fucked.
Blitzed. You get
Say
I
everyone-
can't feel my
everyone
lip.
knows
Reindeer.
what to expect when they're coming on this show. Which
Yeah.
I guess to let you guys know what's kind
Wait
of
a minute. Who? People are actually coming on the show?
No,
Like,
I
I
can't.
haven't come once on the
I
show.
did twice.
I came in Devin's apartment. You didn't know.
Did you use one of the socks? I told you the socks worked.
Oh, God.
No, but
Brought
I
to you
use
by-
the
hey.
cushion.
SupportTheRest.com. Haha. No, but I'm very excited to try this new format. I hope you guys have enjoyed being a part of it, both for the people involved in the show as well as you guys listening and watching us on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy what's kind of coming for us. The next couple weeks are going to be kind of weird. We're still waiting to see what all we're going to do given the holidays and such. Get off. You have the notification on my video screen, you dick.
Next week, we might have you.
Oh,
or
that's
should I
right.
just say that we have you guys coming on to talk about
Exactly.
Bloody New Year.
Yes.
Mhm.
So,
I still have to
yeah.
figure out how to watch that before that episode, so woohoo.
Yeah, so do I. So do we. So
Yeah, we'll figure
There's
that
the-
out. So yeah, I guess
Irish
that's the
Bay.
surprise that I was talking about, and god damn it. That's what we were talking about on Facebook. We'll be going on. Some of us will be going on the Horror Flix and Music Mix podcast next week to talk about that. And so if you want to see that energy carry over to there, go check us out over there too. But I think we're gonna wrap this shit up. Dustin and Kevin, thank you so much for joining. Zyber and
Thanks
Cecil,
so much, guys.
thank you for making my life more interesting as you always do.
Always, man.
And,
Enjoy those butt plugs and sounding cap.
God damn it.
I was
And holy women in Walmarts.
If we don't put any
4 a.m.
content out before the holidays, happy holidays and happy New Year's to all you lovely people that listen to us and
Merry Christmas.
all you freaks and geeks. So,
Happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah and Kwanzaa.
Happy holidays.
until the next time we see you, I am Devin. I have been the drinker.
Happy Yom Kippur.
This has been Thoughts and Shots. And, thanks for the support. Bye, everybody.
I was just like, where the fuck do I go here? Like, I really.
Burger.